think about more and more just by referring the OpenL table, that name, the programmer can understand what is the purpose of that variable, what is the purpose of that function. Don't need to think about more. Because of that, this improves the user friendliness, which means mostly users are generally work with English words. By looking at the words, they can understand the code, and as well as they can maintain the product easily. By looking at the MySql insert routine, we can see that MySql insert routine, that source code used more English-like variable names and function names. Because of that, it improves the readability, and it improves the maintainability of the language, and it improves the user friendliness. Readability. How to measure readability of a language? Readability of a language means how easy is to read and understand the source code of a program. Readability of the language depends on 4 features: simplicity, orthogonality, data types and structures, control statements. Simplicity. Language must be simple to read and understand the source code to a programmer. When we think about simplicity of a language, by having less number of components in a programming language, by avoiding feature multiplicity, by avoiding operator overloading, we can improve the readability of a language. First, take out simplicity of the language. If the language is simple, it adheres to the simplicity principle. Simplicity principle means a language should be simple as possible. There should be a small number of concepts and simple rules for their combinations, and must avoid multiplicity. Which means the language must be easy to learn if it doesn't contain complex code in complex structures. By having small number of components in a language, it's easy to learn the language. When having less number of components, it's easy to learn and master in a language. When we take C language, it has small number of components. By having such a small number of components in the C language, it's easier to read and understand the language. When the language has feature multiplicity, which means having more than one way to perform a task, it creates a readability issue. Just think that one programmer do the increment operator by I equal I plus 1, another one I plus equal 1, another one doing that by using I++. So how another programmer knows exactly what